In the space between the words we said, there was everything we meant. In the silence of the unmade bed was every moment that we spent. The space between is where I live, between the take and the give. The space between is soft and real, the only place I truly feel. Mm. But while they're here, they're everything. The softest hours right now. Don't waste them. The slow tide of my feeling moves in ways I can't predict. Not dramatic, just revealing what the ordinary has picked. Slow tide in and out. This is what I'm all about. Slow tide, soft and deep, moving even while I sleep. I've stopped trying to control the tide of what I feel and when and how. I let the slow wave carry wide and trust the where it takes me now. Slow tide in and out. This is what I'm all about. Slow tide, soft and deep, moving even while I sleep. The tide doesn't need permission. The tide doesn't need a reason. It just moves in its own rhythm through every single season. Out. The slow tide knows the way. The slow hours give what fast ones can. The time to let the feeling settle. The space to hear the quiet chant of what survives and what is metal. Slow hours, take your time. everything. There goes an understory, soft and low, where smaller lives do their own flourishing, away from everything. The loud winds blow, the understory mind to know where the quieter things grow. The understory low and true. This is where I come back to. I am an understory kind of person, finding light in filtered, dappled ways. Not worse for the shadow, nothing worsens, just adapted to the quieter days. The understory mind to know where the quieter things grow. The understory low and true. This is where I come back to. Let the tall things have their sunlight. Let the loud things have their go easy. Night is here. Everything becomes more clear. Let go easy, soft and white. Let the evening step inside. Let go easy. Easy. But there it is. I come to settle my night debt in the quiet of the late hour. Everything I haven't dealt with yet, everything beyond my power. Night debt, what I owe the dark for the shelter of its quiet mark. Night debt, settling slow, paying back what the dark bestows. Night debt, soft and clear in the honest dark. I'm not so feared. The dead is always manageable in the late and quiet black. Nothing here is unmanageable when you lay flat on your back. Night debt, what I owe the dark for the shelter of its quiet mark. Night debt, settling slow, paying back what the dark bestows. Night debt, soft and clear in the honest dark. I'm not so feared. Debt settle for tonight. The dark asks so little, just presence. Some things get better when they're worn, like leather softened by the years. Not broken, not completely torn, just shaped by everything it bears. Worn in, not worn out. That's what I'm learning, what I'm about. Worn in, soft with use, finally comfortable in my own blues. edges fresh and unscratched. Now I want the faded light, the things that fit because they've matched. Worn in, not worn out. That's what I'm learning, what I'm about. Worn in, soft with use, finally comfortable in my own blues. Every scratch tells something true. Every crease remembers you. Nothing perfect ever held the warmth that only warm things felt. Worn in, that's where I want to be. Everything receding, what remains is mine.